Don't say it until you get in your fucking head, bitch. It's rock you tonight, so we gonna keep. Ain't that nigga round here broke me, whooped me, none of that shit. You fuck around, you find out the hard way. I don't go. But again, ain't that nigga round here whoop my ass. Period. You ain't gonna never. Cause once you put your hands, that's when you violate it. That's when I'm gonna start putting. That's when I'm gonna start. You gonna wonder what the fuck is going on. What just happened? People try nigga all the time and end up with their ass. Yeah. Once you get active, that's when I'm gonna show you. That's when I show you that I'm not that nigga to play with for real. And then after I get done, yeah, and then I'm the one in cuffs going. It's all the way. I don't give a fuck what it is. You know, your ass get whooped and thrown back over there to the police that put you. So then, that's where niggas came from for real. That's why you got whooped the way you did, brother. Because we came apart, a lot of bullshit. Beat that motherfucker ass. It's real talk. You beat that motherfucker ass. Thoroughly. Hated that it had to be you, but that's where it come from. Beat the gorilla shit out the motherfucker. So you know you a grown ass man, not some little boy. You can talk, that's your pussy. It's your mouth. When you talk, come apart. I didn't make it, sugar. Gotta come up hard, yeah, but that's okay. Taxes. Oh, baby. I had to. Gotta run it down. Ooh, hard. Oh, moving down the line. Now that I got my point across, you did. So save all that bullshit, because whenever you get done, you just put yourself in Constantine wire, barbed wire, and then you moving all around. Y'all put in enough work. Hell no. And then no motherfucker ever been able to say they dog walk me nowhere, not even down here. Laugh, cry, I don't give a fuck how you do it when you get done. Fucking with me, I'm gonna tell you right now. You know, you do a lot of little hoe shit. Oh, bitch, you know what hoes do. That's what even niggas be doing around here. But that's alright, because you just fucked up. You owe me, bitch. Well, I owe you. And you gonna get it. You gonna get that to me. Simple as that. But I don't want to steal no shine and nothing that from Bud. But that's where he came from. In the mean streets. You gotta get away from it because you see it ain't nothing but a trap. Another nigga trying to help put you in, put the rope around your goddamn neck. Time you can't get it back, so you better use it wisely and efficiently to make sure that motherfucking rope don't go around your neck. It's right back on their own goddamn neck and fuck around and hang them. AKA be a victim of their own demise, you dig? Yeah, that's how you work it. Whenever you get it done, people's always talking. Let them talk. Let them talk. Go ahead, let them laugh. Serve them like a crackhead. That's another whole 50 on that Pikes. You see, you think I'm bullshitting. I ain't playing with you. And another one. Another one. Like every time you fuck this thing up while I'm trying to blog, there's a whole 50 piece on that bitch. Told you. Yeah, won't come collect, you understand me? So keep giggling, keep laughing. Yeah. TT and he and haha. 50 Cent your motherfucking ass, bitch. Don't you owe me money? He bugging. See, I don't deny I'm a street rat. You don't wanna fuck me. You fucking with a punk police. You ain't had no. Oh, you was a fucking with a ride. You was fucking with a ride. It's like riding, like being a rock star, riding in plush cars. Yeah. Gotta keep composure at ease. It ain't complicated, only what you make it to be. I catch her hot and horny, step up beside her, then I spit some game in the ear. Let's go to the telly hall. Shit, don't nobody love me but my mama. Her love wasn't fake. It was not jiving. It's real. Just a teaspoon, I'm telling you. Okay. You're unapologetic. You did. Give a damn. My mom was the best mom and pops anybody could ask for. And fuck you. Don't get it fucked up. We ran around in the streets enough as a jitterbug that I ain't shocked and surprised how people act. You get your ass beat fucking around. See, keep fucking around, you get it. Act right the first time, motherfucker. That's the only thing I'm gonna tell you right now. You know better anyway. You ain't no goddamn kid. You grown ass motherfucker. You know what time it is. grown is age 21, right? And on up. Can get it. You gonna get it. Keep fucking around. You hear me? Especially old rusty ass nigga, man. That beat the shit out you. Old bitch. Told you, man. We ass around. Stop clowning, bitch. Don't nobody give a fuck about you. Don't mean somebody else gotta live that shit. Get the goddamn Krispy Kremes whooped out your fucking ass, bitch. You hear me? I mean that. That's alright. Nah, ain't no threat. That's a promise. Whoop your ass, fuck with me the right way here. You gonna get it. Beat the gorilla shit. The gorilla glue right up out your motherfucking ass. It's AB. Who's you talking to? I'm Adrian Broner right now. He talking to any motherfucking body. If the shoe fit, if it's stuck in your ass, then must be you then, right? Otherwise, that shit fly right over your head. You must be talking to some other motherfucker, cause you ain't the one fucking me, is it? All right then. You ain't the one got problem with me, do you? All right then. Must not be talking about you, but them motherfuckers be looking and lurking and listening and bitch, I got it for you. Just keep fucking around. You know what I'm talking about? Motherfucker get tired of wasting real good shit for nothing, bitch. You bunch of ignorant mother. All of a sudden you too goddamn ignorant, bitch. Then you should have been in the goddamn crazy house. Locked the fuck up in the padded room. Whoop the gorilla shit out your ass and talk about it later, you hear me? Because I ain't be no victim, again, behind some mentally fucked up ass person. When you get done that bitch, you can recite the whole Bible and everything. You know what I'm talking about? Don't underestimate no motherfucking body. I know a person that's got true Down syndrome from a motherfucker. All of a sudden you ain't got, that ain't what you is for real. You could get the goddamn pigeon shit kicked out, whooped out your goddamn ass, boy. I'm telling you, motherfucker. Yeah. Don't make nobody have to release that shit on you. You ain't the zookeeper that can handle the motherfucking animal. Yeah. Somebody else talk your dumb ass into fucking with them. Get a little bit more acoustic. That's what Eric Giles say. I first found I was different. Scared me half to death. Oh, the reason being so mistreated, y'all. And I almost drew my last breath. I felt so all by myself. How you start with Bud and then end up in all of that there. Well, just saying I came from the same place he did. I was born and raised in them cornfields. And after a while, man, you know, even if you care about a lot of shit, man, you just have too many motherfuckers approaching you and just poking at you. It's been, I started my journey when I was 7 years old. Six years old. That was as soon as I could get into Boys Club. Then soon as younger brother got old enough, I brought him in. And we all got to know Mr. McIntosh, Tree, Moth, Big Al, man. Those who ran staff, that was the staff around there. And Boys Club, and we went from a midget to running the place ourselves. You know, we stuck around. But, you know, so we've been out here in the shit all our life, same as Bud. You know, and same just like all the other kids, like Mayweather and Errol Spence and all the rest of them that you've been hip to this shit ever since you was a little kid. And around the rest of them, you know, it was a home away from home. We was, little did we know, some of us didn't know, but shit, we was rich. We little millionaires. He's a real millionaire now for it. You know. But we were millionaires even then. We were billionaires. You know, sky's the limit. Go down on Carter Lake on the side where the Eppley Airfield is. Sitting over there on the east side of the lake by the airport. You look over there in them trees across there, you see some swings and all that stuff they made over there now. It wasn't there. But you go back further back in them weeds, almost rounding that curve, that's where the Boys Club camped. In the summertime, that's where you go in canoes and fishing poles and all that stuff. Even have a swimming pool back there. Get in a canoe and canoe all around the lake and all that stuff. Again, I'm 56, so that's what we all had. It's for us. It didn't never shun no white kids if they wanted to come. Yeah. But it was mostly black, so you definitely open for them, because most of them was where they crying now about John Juba used to fuck them in the ass and shit and tie him to a tree and let the mosquitoes eat him up while he's screwing them in the ass. And then all the white men around there trying to figure out who was running around screwing their kids. That was the Boy Scouts. That's why you didn't see no black kids in Boy Scouts. one reason. The other reason is because they were trying to clone him like Hitler was doing. He wanted only blue-eyed and blind. That was their little print they made up, little engineer shit they made up from Hitler and all of that shit. And ended up with Helter Skelter, a crazy motherfucker with the Nazi symbol, and he died just a couple years back. Y'all know who I'm talking about. He's right there in Lincoln Penitentiary with the Helter Skelter, and took all them to California and all that shit, and was killing up all the white people and shit. Hippies and whatever. You know. And then I don't know, then they had a walking Willie Ote and all that, man. They killed him. Or he was on death row. They finally executed him when I was 1995. If I'm not mistaken. 1995, 1994, 1995. Executed him. John Juber was supposed to go. They finally did him. Was it California? Let's see. What's his name? With the Helter Skelter. He was in California, but shit, he moved back and forth between California and Nebraska's penitentiary. You know. For some shit. When I get off here, I'll remember his damn name, but y'all know who the fuck I'm talking about anyway. You know, that place is built up. They're not there anymore. And them old, you know, I'm going to tell you somewhere, out of town folks, California, wherever you came from, you destroyed some things that was there that you shouldn't have. Now you killed Ohio Fish Market. You killed them. They've been there when I was a little kid. The big old fat boy, always smiling and everything. We all were little kids. And Mom used to come in there and buy fish out of there. Their daddy, they looked just like him. They was Greek and Italian and shit like that. And we always supported them. Everybody in that neighborhood supported the Ohio Fish Market. Where else can you get a fish that's bones? It's got a bunch of bones in it, which is a carp. And you can eat that and never get one damn bone in your mouth. Then the seasoning was off the charts. You ain't gonna never ever duplicate it. I don't know what they was using, but it was good. When you got done with it, mainly buffalo ribs is what they cook. And they put you on, they make your sandwich if you wanted it. On some, was it pickled bread? Pickled rye bread or whatever, man. Yeah, they was the shit. They was the bomb, you know what I mean? They dope. And he went off in there and killed him for nothing. Goofy motherfucker. But yeah, he ended up getting cool because he the one that killed Mr. Sledge. Mr. Sledge owned the Sledge's liquor store there on 40th and Bedford. As a jitterbug, go in there, buy candy, and then, let me get a pack of cigarettes and a half pint. Boy, you know you ain't old enough. Now, you know you ain't old enough to get no liquor. What else do you want besides that? Well, yeah. And Mr. Westbrook up there with Sugar Hill. Now these old guys, man, that own them stores, they in my heart for real. Cause I'm one of the jitterbugs, just run around there all the time. I didn't have to be in no street, but I ran in the street all the time, trying to run with the bigger boys plus other kids my own age, everything, you know, just out there. And we trying to get the OGs go in and buy some liquor because we ain't old enough. Yeah, I got in trouble for time at Sugar Hill once, you know. But no, they got much respect for me. They in my heart for real. So Mr. Westbrook, so and your grandkids, we all grew up, man. And Mr. D-Cat. Let me not forget Mr. D-Cat. Mr. D and Cat. Yeah. So those are the places, and then you have, and let me not forget about Big Jim's. Let me not forget about that Sledges again right there on 30th Street. And then Parker's Liquor down there. Just down the street on 30th down there. Yeah, some names. And Leola's Record Store, Miss Leola, and Beauty Supply, Donaldson's Hair and Beauty Supply. It's a lot of heritage there. You hear me always complain about the place. That's because, that's the other side of it. And those are all the people that stood up. My grandfather even had my grandfather, he had a store off of 30th. You go ahead back east down there. Was it the Charles Drew Health Center, whatever, sitting there now. You go down to the bottom of the hill, you see the projects right there. Yeah, you go about a block, but you go down the bottom of the hill, you can't go nowhere. The highway's there now. That's where my grandfather had a store there a long time ago. There's a lot of stuff that ain't there no more, and that's what I mean by you have to go to old stuff to catch up with which would be my father and beyond. They're 80s, 90-year-old, you know what I mean, and go back that way just to basically see them again. You know what I mean? You have to go back there in order to see him again, and to go back in time. That's where in a Yeah, man. But anyhow, man. Besides that, this is my channel, and I say what the fuck I want. You understand that? Okay, that name was Charles Manson. That was his name. With the Helter Skelter shit when the hippies was out. Now those back in those days, real hippies. Nebraska had plenty of them real hippies now. Yes, sir. When I was a kid, man, they had this little store up on Dodge, 42nd and Dodge. You wait on the bus to go out to the West Roads and the Crossroads. You sit on a little bus stop and you look, and this thing used to be a hotel or whatever. But it was turned into a store, and all you see is these bongs and all kind of paraphernalia for sale. Wasn't no problem, right? And all kind of books tell you about the drugs and how to make the weed potent, curing it a certain way by the sun and this and that. And it wasn't so much a drug, it was just certain type of food you would give it, just a little plant food, but not a whole lot, just rich soil, right? And they know how to let that sucker tell it. Yeah, had a buzz weeping, man, until what? So they getting two products out of it, hash and the weed itself, and it was real types, Acapulco Gold and all this real smooth. And back in the 80s, somewhere around in 82, 83, somewhere around there, they came out with some shit called Sensimillion. And it was lime green and white, and it was kind of moist, but it didn't stop it from burning. I'm gonna tell you, this shit was so potent, man. It didn't take but 1 or 2 totes. You just overdoing it by 3. The shit start gaining on you, and you shit higher than that shit. The other regular shit was good. You know what was considered the difference between the two? The regular weed, if you want to say, got you high and kept you high for hours or so. Nicotine, a cigarette or something, and boost your high back up, right? But this shit have you giggling all motherfucking night. All night. You wonder when you're going to come down, and you just paying attention to how long this shit stay in your system. Staying there a lot longer than what was considered this regular weed, but the regular weed was good. And then it came out this baby set shit, and then that's when the grade of marijuana just went down. It was like it just smelled loud, and you thought you was in California, some damn where. That was a whole different type of high. Red bud and everything else, and some shit they call SIBO. That shit, it tastes like Christian Brothers or something like that. That's when it had when you toked it, you can, this ball of smoke be swirling in your mouth. It's still, and you blow it out, and you be high. And some of that other shit, man, have you bent. You be smoking that shit and you be walking sideways, bent. I ain't lying. That was some weed. They had all kinds of, they had all kinds of weed back then that they done took off the market today. I don't know what it is y'all smoke today, because I don't fuck around. Don't fuck around. I don't indulge. Nope. Free and clean, brother. And I'm just as happy as I can be, man. But float your boat, I understand. You need something to take your mind off all this pain. Yeah. I never knock me out on me. Because I know where it's at, where it could take you, baby. And that's all you need to know. The magic carpet ride, you dig? Mm-hmm. Magic carpet ride. You do you. Float your boat. A broken hearted. And let me live again. La 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 la. That's memory lane. So yeah, enjoy y'all myself. Y'all put Omaha on the map for real. Because when you go places, they be like, "Where you from?" Omaha, Nebraska. Damn, there's black people there. They asked me that years ago, man. Long time ago, back in 1987. I was in Tampa, Florida and shit, man. Like, Omaha, where is that at? There's black people there. And then it was a white man, he was talking about, he said, yeah, it's a little rabbit town, Omaha, Nebraska. You be on the high. But before you know it, you be in council or in Iowa or somewhere before you know that you was in Omaha. So yeah, and that's white people saying that shit. So so that just lets you know. But like Bud and all of us say, yeah, y'all jump shit. Don't be trying to claim Omaha now. Let me tell you something. I don't even want to have to tell it, but that when they ask you questions about where you was born, different things, you can't lie. I was born and raised in that raggedy ass cornfield. Oh, that son of a bitch burn up. but save the money. Oh yeah, I got a message for Bud. You got $25 million. You put that fucking dime. Don't spend shit. And get you some more work. L ready? You ready to come back in there, L? The rest of them said, come on, get to it. Shit, that little money. Sit on it like a Easter bunny sitting on an Easter egg. Don't spend emit a motherfucking dime. Especially in that place. Now, you didn't do this long. Hang on to that goddamn shit as long as you can. Let that be your money in the sock. Money in the sock, get out. That's all you got in this world, shit. And you be like, I'm broke. I need some more money. Get out here and get it. Oh yeah. And make sure they got a big old buffalo carp just for me on there. Put a tag on that some bitch out there on his gill or somewhere in his mouth. You catch him, you got to put him back in the water. You can't eat him now. You can only catch him. And another bass he got a little tag. You know how they do. If you catch the fish, don't eat him. You just catch him and release him, put him back in the water. If you tell the game warden or whatever, call it Parks and Recreation, you might get a little money or something, like a derby, somewhere like that. Because they used to have some big-ass fish that survived in Carter Lake. Big old bass, different shit like that. Could be for the children, you know what I mean? But you had them fish that you just catch and release them, but it took them a long time to clean up. Only thing is them little white striped bass, them don't taste like nothing. They don't taste like nothing. Them radars, they don't taste like nothing, man. You rather have a frog leg, man. Put some seasoning on it because they don't taste like nothing. And have them put some. He said, well, why don't you have? You know what? I was thinking about that. What's a load of them cost? $2,500 or something like that, $1,500. Tell the man to go ahead and, man, come down here and fill this goddamn park up, man. Don't tell nobody. I want you to come at such and such a day where ain't nobody paying no attention to this lake. You come to this certain part and just go over there by the golf course, or come down there by them weeds back there in them trees and release them back down in there. Funnel them back down in there, and then head back out that way somewhere where ain't nobody paying no attention, and nobody don't even be like knowing there's any fish in there. Be somebody lucky damn day they go down there, man, goddamn, man, I caught some fish today. Where at, man? Down at the lake. Some people, they'll catch them because they really hungry. They want something to fucking eat. So that's why I say, ain't nothing wrong with putting some carp or something like Millard Park or out to Benson Park. Fill them motherfuckers up, man. Tell them you got the juice to tell them something. I've been telling them motherfuckers and leave messages. Man, fill the goddamn thing up. When we was kids, it was crawdads. Then I didn't know the little woman was her name was Tina. She real short. And she got 3 girls. They used to go down there to that park and fish back in the 90s. She lived back down that way. You on 27th and 4th. She lived back down that way, about a block away from that park. Right on 27th. You just keep heading north on 27th past Crystal's house. and whoever else lived down through there on 27th. And just keep heading north on 27th. That's where she used to live back up on Crown Point. That's where she used to live, on Crown Point. On the north side of the street, about 2 or 3 houses from the north east side of the street. Nice little cool little spot. She's back and forth between Omaha and Texas. But anyhow, man, I know that's what it is. You know what your eyeball see, and it changed a lot. Then you had Mr. What's his name? He was the grandfather of all of them with the sledges, right? Two, what was it? There was two olive-colored 9/8, 1970, about a 73, 74, somewhere in there. They was clean, like brand new, and they was racing down 20th Street, and I was with my uncle that day, and my Uncle James, and we was headed down there to walk salvage down there. That was the spot, spot down there on 16th Street. And we eased down through there, because you know that's where the tire shop was. We come across 20th Street, and we seen them two headed from, and come around the way you come on 20th, because you know once you're on Lake Street and you hit 20th, all the way downtown is one way. So they came on around on the other side and come this way, and shoo, down past there, and they racing. And he said, there's going to be an accident. You wait and see. It's going to be an accident. We eased on across there and went on down there. On 16th. Got whatever parts we was going to get. And got back in the truck. And we headed back that way. We got to that corner right there. It was about a block down. It was Coons Park. This way was Mr. Sledge. And it was an old man that walked there every day. He'd always walk on that side of the street just like Mr. Broom man. Walked down there and then crossed the street. These two bastards came back down that damn street. They ran him over, man. When we got there, we looked, all we seen was some clothes all balled up and something looked like rice all over the street. My uncle said, he hit the steering wheel. He just shook his head. He said, damn, I told you. He said, now that man been walking there ever since I was a kid. Same route, ain't changed nothing. That was his damn tire place. He been changing tires. It was a full service garage, but now he just changed tires back then. That was back in 90. Shit, that was 93, man. 92. Yeah, back in 1992, man. Just that quick. So see, it's some history up in that bitch, man. I ain't gonna hold you, you know what I mean? Yep. And the parades, when they had parades, it wasn't just one or two little drill teams, bands there. The streets be flooded. Be people about 3 or 4 blocks deep, rocking. You know, that's the reason why I hate mentioning the good part, man. Motherfucker want to ruin it with a whole bunch of other shit. Or it gets ruined some kind of way, you know what I mean? And living over there, living up on 40th Street and 40th and Parker, You see them big old lights, you look out toward the northwest out that way, and you see them lights beam, and there's a game going on at Benson and North High School. Man, you learn how to look when you've been everywhere around there, usually around about the fall time. Then, let's see, damn Site 11, I got pictures, man. There ain't no water and ain't no just weed. They didn't close that all. That's all different now, I guess, totally different. But you sit up there in that park when the sun go down and you looking back on 72nd, the strip on Dodge Street and all that stuff, man, you know. It didn't make no difference. You just go sit out there a little bit, man, and enjoy the twilight, man, and just ease on back to the hood, man, like it ain't nothing. You be happy to be where you at, you know what I mean? Like shit, out west you go out there, enjoy the little lights, the little restaurant, then ease your way on back home, you know, back to the hood, if you want to call it that. But anyhow, you wasn't missing nothing out there. Trying to live out there out west, you wasn't missing shit. Same thing they do in the hood, they did out there. Act the goddamn. Again, the white folks that live out there with the one or two little niggas that's rubbing arms and scrubbing elbows, eating at the table, they act just as much fool out there. They just broadcast more what's going on in the hood than they do out there. And for me, I took a real good look. Where all you gotta do is clean up your place, man, and have it looking really nice. You know, that's it. The fuck cares about living way out there? It ain't nothing but a dump anyway. You think I'm bullshitting? It was a landfill. Cause I used to be with my father. I go everywhere. He couldn't fire up that truck, go nowhere without me. I'm telling you, I was with him all the time. When we go dump trash or whatever, man, that's where we go. Some years later, they start building all these houses and shit and call them celebrity homes and all that. And as time go by, there wasn't none but project. The Zorinsky's Lake and all that shit. It's a man with his original house out there, and he said all that stuff. They came and they bought that shit when Reagan was in office, and started doing some kind of farm thing, taking all the people's equipment and shit, and made what they call profit shares out of that, trying to pay back for that equipment and all kind of shit. So they didn't make no money on them motherfucking farming. Yeah. It's funny what you know, right? Crop sharing or whatever, that's what they made out of. You know, they run around with the best equipment and all that shit for farming. They was just living on borrowed time and all that shit. And loans and shit, and you know, all that shit, man. You can learn a little something from a dumb nigga over here, you know what I mean? So man told me that his house was the original house, and a lot of stuff you thought was all this and all that, he said he feel bad for them, because them folks that living in them houses, it takes something like $7,000 down there a month to run that motherfucker. You know, that's what they got paid mortgage every month. $750,000 on a $700,000 home and all that shit, and they ain't waiting. You understand me? Kick you out on your ass in 10 years for the foreclose or whatever, and You let it compile. That's all right. Cause you can't. Ain't no give me a little bit. No, they want it all at once. Bam. You know, that's how that works. But anyhow, man, I'm gonna slow it for later because like this thing is acting a fool, and I'm gonna let it do what it does. But blink on, blink off, whatever it's gonna fucking do, and then because otherwise it's only gonna take so much. Anyway, like I said, I'm just gonna piddle paddle along here, man, because I want what I want on here. Probably done went longer than I anticipated because it kept blinking off and on. But like I said, ain't that nigga with me nothing. So if somebody told you that that's a shit sandwich and you gotta eat it, I ain't eating it. Nobody dog walk me nowhere. Shit, you know, learning how to do something. These is $1 million. And when you get done, you can't pay me, bitch. You can't. You understand? So whatever bullshit you'll come with, or country fried shit, you can just save it and eat it yourself. Ball up on a plate and eat it yourself. You can't make me do nothing. You can't afford me, shit. Just move your ass, man. And calling folks to come get you. That what the Humane Society or something. Get this goddamn crow. The wildlife or whatever. Come get this goddamn crow. Anyhow. So, I'm Ismo Love. This is the Man Cave. This is on the Delta. And I'm going to do my blues my way. Whether you like it or not, I'm going to do my blues my way. You understand? Let's see. Coats need niggas like niggas need coats. Here's your coat, nigga. Here's your coat, nigga. So, yeah. Burn your thinking ass. Yeah. Down here on the rolling in the dirty South, you dig? Watch your mouth. This the dirty South, watch your mouth. Anybody that says something fucked up about me, guess what? I just took this and stuck it to your goddamn forehead, right on your nose. Run around. Now, anybody around that somebody says something, you gotta put some black ink right on their nose. Check them. Yeah, who said something fucked up there? You gotta walk around Omaha or wherever you at with some black ink around right on your nose. That's what you get. That's what you get. You should have kept your mouth shut. That's what they say. You ain't got nothing nice to say. Don't say nothing at all. Just like I seen the nigga I was so fucking mad he come from. And then he gonna ask me a question, something he already know the answer to. So I'm like, did you pass that test, man? Man, I looked at that nigga like, man, I'm not even, man, look, go on about your business, man. I ain't gonna say shit to you. Because next thing you know, you be done told them folks, whatever. If I open my mouth, I didn't say nothing, but I just look at him. y'all something else, man. Y'all just keep up too much shit. Think it's funny, huh? 'Cause especially closest family know exactly what I'm talking